Live, News Leader 9 on Fox 54 at 7 starts now.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for the news at 7. I'm Samantha Serbin. Rosalind Giles has the night off. Topping our news tonight, the Columbus mask mandate is now back. The mayor reinstating it today as the area saw an increase in cases over the past 2 weeks. We will have more on that in just a moment, but first, the certified results of Georgia's audit of the presidential race. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger announcing today vote count showed Joe Biden defeated President Donald Trump, despite President Donald Trump picking up a number of votes in many counties during the audit process. News Leader 9 City Santafonte has a wrap-up of the results and how Muskogee County fared.
Secretary of State, I believe that the numbers that we have presented today are correct.
The largest hand count of ballots in American history reaffirmed that President-elect Joe Biden won the state of Georgia, according to the risk-limiting audit report finished by the Secretary of State's office Thursday. Locally, there were little discrepancies found in the audit process.
As a result of the audit, President Trump lost 24 votes, President-elect Biden lost 46 votes, and Joe Jorgensen gained 10 votes in Muskogee County.
The audit found just over a 0.1% difference in the statewide total vote count. More than 5,000 ballots were discovered in Floyd and Fayette counties. Secretary Raffensperger mentioning he intends to work towards legislation to remedy voting issues in problematic counties.
Elections in our state are run by counties. Some do it great, and some don't. We need to have a remedy that allows the state to address problem areas and get those counties moving in the right direction.
President Trump can request a recount within a 2-business-day time period, but elections officials are more focused on gearing up for the January runoff elections.
We don't have the opportunity to focus on the recount right now. We are focusing on the runoff. We have over 16,000 absentee ballots that will start hitting the mail today.
Registration deadline for the January 5th runoff is December 7th, and early voting for the runoff starts December 14th. News Leader 9 on Fox 54 is keeping track with the latest on elections, and for more of this story and others, you can head on over to our sister station website, WTVM.com, for more information.
And let's talk some weather on this Friday. Had a good one out there for you in the afternoon. 74 Columbus, 77 down in Americus, and 78 in Albany. They were the hot spot today. Tonight, 61 in Auburn, 63 in Columbus, and some of those local spots have dipped back into the 50s right now. The sky's partly cloudy. We've seen the clouds move in over the last few hours. They will stick around tonight and at times over the weekend too. Forecast for that big sports overtime game of the week over in Auburn. Weather looks good for that one. Kickoff in about 1 hour. Temperatures in the lower 60s, back in the 50s by the time these games are wrapping up tonight. We'll have more of the weekend weather and Thanksgiving week coming up in that forecast.
All right, thanks, Derek. Turning now to our coronavirus coverage, Pfizer says within days it will ask U.S. regulators for an emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine. Earlier this week, Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech announced that the vaccine appears to be 95% effective at preventing mild to severe COVID-19. Pfizer also says it caused no serious safety concerns. The company says in a statement that their vaccine could be available for use in high-risk populations in the U.S. by the middle to end of December. And not far behind with a potential vaccine is Pfizer's competitor, Moderna. That pharmaceutical company announced Monday that early results from its clinical trials show their vaccine is 94.5% effective. Moderna also plans to apply for their FDA for authorization after gathering more safety data this month. And the spike in coronavirus infections still creating concern for healthcare leaders in Alabama. Today, there were more than 2,400 new COVID-19 cases in the state, bringing the total of confirmed cases to more than 228,000. In the meantime, the just released COVID-19 risk indicator map for Alabama shows 16 counties this week in the very high risk category. That's up from 12 last week. Lee County and Chambers County are in orange, which indicates high risk. Russell and Barber counties are considered low risk. And on the Georgia side of things, the state is now reporting almost 400,000 total cases, with more than 2,000 reported today. 26 confirmed deaths and 119 hospitalizations also reported today in the Peach State. Overall, more than 8,000 1,000 people have died from the virus and more than 33,000 hospitalizations. Again, that is in the Peach State. Here in Muskogee County, the area is reporting more than 6,000 COVID-19 cases. And as the number of coronavirus cases continues to climb in Muskogee County, Mayor Skip Henderson is restarting enforcement of the mask mandate, meaning if you're out in public and within 6 feet of others, you have to wear a mask. Today, I was able to get reaction from the public and a breakdown of the numbers from Mayor Henderson.
And I always wear a mask no matter where I go.
Jimmy Mead is ahead of the curve, already wearing his CSU mask as he learns the mask mandate is back in the Fountain City.
We never really took the ordinance off the books, but we are announcing to people that we will begin enforcing it again.
Columbus Mayor Skip Henderson says his office keeps an eagle eye on the COVID-19 numbers. Take a look at this graph provided by Henderson's office. It shows the decline in coronavirus cases while the original mask mandate was in play, and the slight uptick since enforcement came to a halt in late October. With the number of cases per 100,000 people now above the state's threshold, Henderson says law enforcement can begin asking people to wear a mask.
What it applies to is anybody in a commercial facility, unless they post a sign stating that they opt out of the enforcement of the ordinance. And it applies to people who are outside if they are not socially distanced.
Henderson says the goal is to keep masks an educational tool, not a political weapon.
I feel like it's a good idea because it's part of our safety. A lot of people are being killed and dying over this, so it's important that we wear our masks in public.
I think it's a good thing. We've had it for so long, and so many people are really used to wearing the mask.
I think it's a very good thing to do because that virus, I don't think too many people are taking it serious, and it is very serious. So we need to do everything we can to protect ourselves and others.
Serious indeed. Henderson says they obviously cannot enforce mask mandates inside your home during the holiday season, but Henderson says he is encouraging people to wear their mask if they're around people who they don't live with or see on a regular basis. Henderson says a mask is not a political tool. He says it's all about keeping our community safe. And over in Alabama, the Alabama Department of Public Health has released the school dashboard of coronavirus cases with all but 3 public schools in the state reporting data this week. The total cases reported more than 2,200. That is up from just under 1,600 last week. Superintendent of the state, Dr. Mackey, says for the first few weeks he expected cases to go up as more districts learned how to use this new system. Now that they are at week 4, state health leaders say the increase is because more students are returning to in-class learning.
Have a little over 9% of our cases of COVID-19 in Alabama are in the 5 to 17 age group. And if you look just a month ago, we were just in the range of about 8% of cases. So we are seeing more cases in the school age group.
Lee County School District reports 21 COVID-19 cases this week. Opelika City Schools reported 10, Phoenix City 15, Randolph County 5, Barber County did not report any cases. And looking ahead to the holiday season, shoppers and deal finders get ready. Black Friday is 1 week away. As you may expect, the coronavirus is impacting how you can shop and how many people can actually plan to hit the stores in person. This year in Columbus, Peachtree Mall will not be open on Thanksgiving Day, instead unlocking their doors at 7 a.m. Friday. They have hand sanitizing stations and social distancing reminders spread out across the mall to do their very best to keep you safe. General Manager Tavita Rice says safety is their #1 priority.
Our main focus for all of our customers and visitors at Peachtree Mall is that everyone is safe. And so we ask that people, plan out your week so that everyone's not here all at the same time. There's enough time for all of us to get our shopping in and enjoy and have fun.
In addition to Black Friday shopping, Christmas is right around the corner, and this year Santa will be at Peachtree Mall in social distance fashion. You can visit and get your picture taken with one of 2 rotating Santas or participate virtually online. And the Cathedral of Prayer in Columbus hosting a 2-day drive-up community Thanksgiving dinner giveaway. To follow CDC guidelines during the pandemic, those who participated were asked to pull up in their cars to receive a hot meal or a few bags of groceries. All groceries were able to help families prepare their Thanksgiving Day dinner. The meals and groceries were first come, first serve. What a nice thing. Coming up after the break, are you ready for some Christmas cheer? We take you to Pine Mountain for a preview of a special holiday event. About a month and a few days away from Christmas, and some people are already starting to get into the holiday spirit. I know my Christmas decorations are up. News Leader 9's Cindy Santavanti is live at Callaway Gardens Fantasy and Lights, where people are enjoying the colorful display of lights. Cindy, how's it looking out there?
Sam, it is looking a lot like Christmas, I do have to say, and I agree with you. Even my Christmas decorations are up, but certainly everybody out here is so excited to have some holiday joy. As you can see behind me, people are actually driving through where I'm at now, which is called Snowflake Valley. And I have a couple fun facts for you about Snowflake Valley. There's approximately 1,200 strands of lights that it took about a week and a half to put all of these decorations up here. Not to mention that besides that, there's 150 snowflakes amongst all of these lights that you see behind me. A couple other things about this Fantasy and Lights this year is that the general manager says that the guest will definitely see a couple changes due to the pandemic.
You're required to wear a mask, and we check temperatures before you go in, and then we socially distance through markings on the floor when you get inside. And that's the case too at the trolleys and at will call, where some people may pick up their tickets. And so, but in terms of Santa's photo, you know, that's been a long tradition. Some families have been coming here for 29 years and have photos with Santa. And so we didn't want to lose that memory opportunity.
The guests also have the option of driving through the 5-mile journey, which takes about an hour, give or take, by trolley or by their own personal vehicle. Another fun fact for you is in this location, Snowflake Valley, there's been about 10 proposals here. And within the last weekend, this weekend in specific, there has been 2 proposals. So definitely lots of holiday magic going around. Back to you, Sam.
Awesome, Cindy. It looks beautiful out there. Thank you for that live report.
Now, from your Storm Team 9 Alert Center, WTVM Chief Meteorologist Derek Kincaid.
Hey there, Sam. How are you doing?
Hey, Derek. How's the weather looking tonight? I've been loving this cooler weather the past couple days.
Yeah, it's been nice. But look, we've got to warm up now to talk about it as we get you ready for the weekend and beyond. We'll go to the graphics and show you that as the weekend rolls in. Mid-70s, we'll be back for our temperatures, but clouds on the increase as we head into your Saturday and your Sunday. But look, here's the story. If you have outdoor plans or maybe some travel plans that could start this weekend, thanks to the big Thanksgiving week coming up, the weather's dry, so no issues with any rain, even though we do have a cold front coming in that will lower those temperatures a bit by early next week, making it seasonable, but again, dry. Now, of course, the middle and end of next week, that's when we roll into that big travel day on Wednesday, Thanksgiving Day on Thursday, and a big shopping day on Friday for you. Rain chances back with us Wednesday, maybe some storms in the mix too. We're going to talk more about that for you here in just a bit. Let's look at what's going on tonight. Great night for high school football and other Friday evening plans you might have out there. 55 in Pine Mountain, Columbus 63, Richland 61, 64 over in Americus, and Auburn checking in at 61 degrees. On the Big View, satellite and radar, finding a few clouds but no rain. And those clouds are going to stick around tonight and at times over the weekend. I'll show you that with our futurecast for tonight. Again, skies mostly clear to partly cloudy. We'll keep the partly cloudy skies in there for Saturday. And then as we get ready for Sunday, we're going to notice an increase overall in the amount of clouds out there. Still no rain, but do expect more clouds than sunshine as we roll into the end of this weekend. Showers should stay out to the east of us, I think, going through the day Sunday as we stay dry to end the upcoming weekend. The next big thing, though, in the forecast is Wednesday of next week. This is when we're going to see some rain and storms. I think late Wednesday into Wednesday night. That's the timing right now. But remember, we're so far out from that timing can change. We're going to watch it for you. Thunder is possible. We don't expect severe weather concerns as of right now, but always one of those stay tuned kind of things when you're talking about these November storm systems. Tonight, lows back in the 40s and 50s. Things not quite as cool as they were last night or really even over the past few days. Watch out in the morning, too. Might see a few areas of that patchy fog to have to worry about if you have some travel plans early on Saturday. The afternoon, though, looks great. Highs in the mid-70s. We expect warm conditions here through the day Saturday and Sunday, too. A seasonable start early next week. And then there you see the rain chances moving back in Wednesday into Wednesday night. We'll keep a slim chance of rain in there for Thanksgiving Day, but it looks like most of your Turkey Day will be dry. Friday and Saturday of next week looking pretty dry, too, right now, Sam. We'll talk about more weather for you when we come back.
Coverage you can count on. This is News Leader 9 at 7 on Fox 54.
All right, well, well, we have some breaking news for you tonight coming out of Columbus. The Columbus Police Department announcing an arrest in a homicide from this past Sunday. 16-year-old Alan Toombs was found deceased on the railroad tracks near the area of Connor and Casita Roads late Sunday afternoon. The arrest of LaMarcus Terrell Ransom, 20 years old, happened today in Columbus. Ransom expected to appear in Recorder's Court this Monday at 9 o'clock. Columbus police say they do expect further arrests in this case. Again, LaMarcus Ransom, 20 years old, being arrested in Columbus for the murder of 16-year-old Alan Toombs this past Sunday near the intersection of Connor and Casita Roads in Columbus. We will have more details for you as Ransom heads to court and if more arrests are made. Coming up after the break, are you ready for some high school football? Friday night is here. Sports with Dave is next.
Now from Fox 54 Sports, Dave Plata.
Some matchups are circled on the calendar before the season even starts. And when there's a rematch in the playoffs, you circle it twice. And when it's for a spot in the state finals, you get the idea. Central and Auburn is the sports overtime game of the week. Now, don't let the Central Red Devils' 8-4 record fool you. 3 of those 4 losses are by a combined 4 points. And led by senior running back Joseph McKay, who's got a dozen D1 offers on the table, Central opened a 21-3 lead on Auburn the first time the two teams met this season. The Tigers quarterback Matthew Caldwell led a comeback. His pass to Jaquavian Ross late in the second quarter gave Auburn a 23-21 halftime lead. Central would retake the lead in the second half, but J.T. Rogers came up with a go-ahead TD late in the fourth quarter to give Auburn the 29-28 victory, the Region 2 title, and what promises to be an epic rematch in the Class 7A semifinals. Kickoff is set for the top of the hour at Duck Sanford Stadium in Auburn. Central Auburn leading the way. Other games we'll have our eye on tonight include Opelika at Saraland in the Class 6A quarterfinals. Lanette's at Leroy in the 2A quarters. Now it's Championship Friday for AISA at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. Chambers Academy facing Escambia in the AA finals. That one's underway. Glenwood plays Pike for the AAA title at 8 Eastern. In Georgia, Chatco's at Macon County, the Region 5 1A public title on the line. Pacelli hosting Trinity Christian. Callaway, they're at home to face Heard County. Harris County hosting Whitewater, and Columbus and Shaw square off at Cadet Stadium. All your highlight scores and more on Sports Overtime tonight at 11 Eastern on WTVM Sports Leader 9. That's a look at sports.
Thank you, Dave. Coming up after the break, we'll talk more weather for you as we get set for the next 9 days. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Two friends from Brazil who happen to love video games decided to bring the world of Harry Potter to life. Inspired by the flying brooms with which J.K. Rowling's characters play Quidditch, they designed a method of transportation called the Cloud Brooms. It's a metal frame on an electric motorcycle with a broom as a seat, hoping to bring the sensation of flying on a magic broom to life. They are working on the price and marketing details. Derek, would you try that?
No, probably not. I mean, just if we're being honest, probably not.
No, I don't think I think I'm too clumsy for that one.
I wouldn't even try the Segway. I'd probably fall off that thing. All right, let's talk some weather today. We got Thanksgiving week coming up here for you, and we've also got the weekend coming up too, and the weather will be dry here in the short term. Saturday and Sunday, no issues at all. Warm with clouds increasing. Then the front moves through Sunday will cool things down